you some money. Don't be a damn, go get you some money. Don't be a damn, go get you some money. Go get you some money, you out with nothing. Just bought a stick and it came with 100. Give me a lick and it came with a 20. Shit, I was wishing it came with 100. I ain't standing on some nigga that done it. We the
But, like, I don't, so, like, the fuck, like, come on with that dumbass shit, man. If you turn into a fucking trans woman, you're trying to find a fucking dude.
I know what's wrong with me not caring. Meaning, like, I don't care what you identify as. I don't care who you sleep with. Like, I don't have a problem with it. Like, you're a human being.
And that's the piece. When you say you don't, the intention versus impact, when you say I don't care, it's almost like when I hate to say it, when white people be like, I don't see race.
Right.
And it's like, is the
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. How is that the same? I don't care what you do in the fucking bedroom. Do your thing. I'm on my life. I want a real woman. I don't care how close you think you come to a real woman. I'm not with it. I don't want anything man-made.
Go fuck with the AO Nation Big Fact Podcast.
That's why he put
you already
that
know
shirt
what's
on.
up.
Oh shit, the cat. Where's she?
Oh shit, you dig?
Welcome back to the Big Facts Podcast. I'm AO Consaco, fearless leader of AO Nation and the Men Too movement, and this obviously is a very serious episode. As you see, the vest is on. Are you serious? We're watching the Breakfast Club. Malik yoba that brought these trans people up here, and I just let's just watch. I got questions.
Everything I do in my life is with intention. I was here 2 weeks ago, talking about real estate.
Mm-hmm.
Why you do that?
Do you feel like a show like Pose has been
white people thing? It acknowledges that white people get to come out, move to get Jackson Jet. When babies are born, the doctor assigns birth. They pull out instruments, they make educated guesses.
These are black men that have no fellowshipping with other cisgender black men. So I made it a point.
First of all, this nigga broke down how doctors. He broke down how doctors determine whether your sex, your gender, and said it's an educated fucking guess. Maybe I misquoted that but dog, my nigga, you're a boy or a fucking girl. If you want to change that, then that's fine. Listen to this shit, my nigga.
To reach out to these brothers.
Cis and trans. You are a black man who loves women of color, cis and trans.
Right.
Period, full stop.
Can I ask a question? How do you determine between a fetish and an attraction? Because I'm sure there's people who have fetishes also, and I'm sure that has to be a whole nother category in life.
I guess.
So what I was talking about earlier about intent versus impact, right? So fetish comes as like when you only want to be with that person in the dark. Mm-hmm. You only want to be with that person sexually. You fetishizing them, right? Rather than being intentional and actually saying, who are you?
Right.
How can I get to know you? What are your ways of being? Mm-hmm. And so oftentimes, because, and I hate to...
So people and how they show up, it ain't got shit to do with what they got between their legs.
For instance,
I don't understand your question. You said fully
I'm trying to say, I'm just going to ask him.
Women and he's attracted to trans women, he's still the same person. I still see him as no different than any other man that loves women.
Now, is there a difference when they're fully transitioned? Let's say is that a different name that you call opposed to somebody? For instance,
I don't understand your question. You said fully transitioned.
I'm trying to say, I'm just going to ask a question. So when you're a man and you transition to a woman, right?
If she said
this is problematic.
Yeah.
That is problematic because again, transness has so little to do with otherwise male determined genitalia.
Right.
We gotta get beyond being fascinated with people's dicks. Period. That's not what this is about. This conversation is about people's spirits.
Come the fuck on, my nigga. Look, dog. Look, listen. This shit is crazy, my nigga. He's gonna go on to say, go watch the fucking shit. He's gonna go on to say, Malik yoba is, a woman called me, I ain't talked to in years, and she sent me a picture of her with her daughter, and a 10-year-old daughter, Trista, or whatever the fuck, and she said, thank you so much for saying that, because this used to be my son. You know what I'm saying? Or some way like that. So a 10-year-old child, she allowed that child to choose what fucking gender he or she wanted to fucking be. A 10-year-old. A 10 fucking year old. Are you serious? Dog, a 10-year-old? That don't got nothing to do with that child. It has to do with you as a parent. Man, come on. And then for him to say this has such little to do with your dick. Like, nigga, listen here, my nigga. This shit is all about a dick. This whole thing is all about dick. Either you want it or you want it. You know what I'm saying? You either want to fuck a nigga or you want to be a nigga. It's all about a dick. The way I feel, it's about your spirit. So now, in order to be trans, you have to be religious? That's extremely contradictory. You want to talk about spirit? No, there's... I hope I remember to put this fucking clip in. There has been a study, and it finally determined, end all be all, there is no gay gene. So you cannot be born gay. It is all a fucking choice. It's all a choice. Furthermore, why in the fuck do you need these type of, oh, I was born this way, you think I would choose to be like this and go through all this scrutiny? Dog, whoever the fuck you want to fuck, that's who you want to fuck. You don't have to have no reason. You grown. But at least be grown. 10 years old? Yeah, she's 3, and yeah, we're pretty sure that she identifies as a boy, or he identifies as a girl. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then to be so motherfucking sensitive about someone getting the pronouns wrong, or is it cis bilateral fucking predetermined? No, I'm a fucking predeterminal. Don't fucking like the fucking dude in the fucking whatchamacallit store in the GameStop, fucking going all crazy and shit because the motherfucker called him a man and not a fucking missus. Come the fuck on, man. We got good news and we got bad news. Hold on. For all my habitual donators that always hear their name during the AO Nation donation conversation that we do every third Sunday, I salute you before we do anything. To take your hard earned and to put it in something that you fuck with, it motivates me beyond words. Period. Love. The good news is this. I'm going to continue to do the How to Identify Nothing Ass Bitch series. Of course, you know it's an AO Nation exclusive series. So you have to go to patreon.com and become a patron in order to watch it. And once you become a patron, you'll be able to see all of the other unreleased episodes that I couldn't put on YouTube. Every Monday we go live on the Big Face Podcast channel at 7:30. A lot of y'all be late than a motherfucker, but we go live every Monday at 7:30. If you're a lieutenant, you'll be given the privilege to call in and state your opinion at any point in time during the broadcast. At 6:45, you'll be given a call-in number on your Patreon account, and we just go from there. For all my new people, if you want the Are You Serious t-shirt, it's $15. The Big Face Podcast t-shirt is $15. The Men 2 t-shirt is $20. And the Big Face Podcast Scullies are $10. Go to paypal.me/Are You Serious 10. Address, size, color, and what shirt you want. It's time for the bad news. The bad news is no one watches sponsored videos. So if you're a rapper and you thinking that I'm gonna get an IG sponsorship or I'm gonna get a Facebook sponsorship, nobody's watching the shit. So the numbers that they're telling you that you have are bullshit. And you know that bullshit because when you post after you did your sponsorship, your shit plummets. Even when you are running the sponsorship, your fucking YouTube numbers are bullshit. They're bullshit. Stop playing with yourself. Here on this show, where we do not accept trash music, we do not accept homosexual music, and we don't accept that mumble rap bullshit. The prices for promotion start at $200. They go up to $2,000 depending on how much exposure you want. They start there. So if you don't have $200, there's no reason to come this way. If your music is not up to par, there's no reason to come this way. I explain the packages as soon as you come in the inbox and say, hey, I got my budget together, what the packages are. I'm not putting out no fucking price sheet so you can pass that shit to your fucking homosexual homeboy and send him my fucking way. Ain't no fucking price sheet because everybody can get on this show. I want to see your motherfucking profile. I want to check, see what the fuck I'm fucking with. This show has integrity. That's why we rock the way we rock. But you keep paying that $25, $35 to a fucking sponsorship which no one sees. They scroll right past it. And you'll be a fucking 50-year-old rapper. And that's just what it is. Get shit together, big homie.
Right. Making space for people and how they show up. It ain't got shit to do with what they got between their legs.
And also, too, it's like I want to live in a safe place.
Doesn't it?
If I want to go to Pergola or somewhere, you know, and I meet somebody, I don't want to be scared for my life. I should be able to say, hey, I'm trans at the bar and not think any less of me. Mm-hmm. You know? Like, that's really what I...
Wow, what is y'all fucking deal with the tension? Who in the fuck goes to a bar and stands on the bar and says, hey, I'm AO and I'm a straight male and I don't want to be killed for it. Hey, I'm AO Consaco. I'm that nigga in this bitch and I don't want to be killed for it. Go to the bar, get your drink, get the fuck. Nobody gives a fuck as long as you're grown. As long as you're grown. But when you're sending, you adopt a child, and then when the child doesn't, you adopt the child just because you want to. You want the child to be a trans, whether a trans female or a trans male. You'll adopt a child just so you can fuck that child's head up because obviously you can't have children. But you'll adopt the child so you can twist the child's head up and say, don't you feel like a girl? Don't you feel like a female? What color do you like? Red. Oh, that's close to pink. Yeah, I think you identify as a girl. What the fuck? No, my nigga, I like red. Like, why couldn't you say I like red because blood game? So woo. The fuck did you go straight to gay for or female? And on top of this whole fucking thing, at the center of it, it's about who you find sexually attractive. That's all this whole thing is about. It's about dick. You either want it or you want it. Who you find sexually attractive is at the center of this whole thing. You do not know who you find sexually attractive at 5 years old, at 3 years old. So, please, stop the fucking madness.
Like my place in this conversation because I've met so many men like just dating for
Why this
years,
motherfucker can't get
and
to
it's
the
just
mic?
annoying. And they can literally have the most love for you and want to marry you and take you away and all this, but they will deny themselves and they will put so much pressure on themselves, which just causes a wedge.
Can I ask Nyla a question? Nyla, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. And amongst men, like whenever we see these transgender, women getting killed, and one thing that guys always say is like, "Oh, she must have slept with somebody," and not told them. And I don't know if I agree with that, but what do you say to that?
Oftentimes, I feel like that is the rhetoric within our community that there's a conversation about deception. Because what you're saying is that someone didn't say, right?
Deceiving, right?
Right. Deception does not give anyone a pass for murder, At all, right? And so,
I shouldn't be killed for lying.
To be in a dramatic series representing the hood the way that I did with two cis.
Malik Yoba is extremely vain, extremely narcissistic. I was doing this. It's like
Women I grew up with.
How do you don't see race? Like I know.
Watch this.
Be at a place of praising folks for doing what's right for people.
For other people of color.
For other people, especially black siblings. Because this is a conversation about siblinghood, right? And so, for example, it's not just
apologize to my siblings.
Right, and it's not even just about a black brother saying they're attracted. We also have like you said, cisgender people make trans and non-binary babies. So what that also means that we need parents. We also need parents. We also need fathers to having conversation. Mm-hmm. And when we're having these conversations with trans women, we have an assumption because we end up conflating gender identity with sexual orientation, right? And we got to be clear that not all trans women date men.
That's what some trans women date women.
I would like to hear from all of y'all on this because I want.
What? Not all trans women date men. What? So hold on. So you changed from a man to a woman. You went through the transition of cutting your dick into a flower, cutting your dick like a breakfast sausage, opening it up, flipping it out, all that good shit. Doing all type of surgery to your face. I don't know what the fuck a nigga takes for their voice, but I saw a motherfucking I sent the shit to Katrina. Go to Conversation with Me podcast. It was a fucking dude on this motherfucker just talking and shit like that, and I like this nigga sweet as fuck. Like this nigga gay than a motherfucker. This nigga talk like sissy and shit like that. Come to find out, this was a fucking woman. It was a fucking woman. I don't know how they turn a pussy into a dick, but until they get the dick, I'm sure they get the operation, whatever operation is, I'm sure they use the dildo and all that shit like that. But I went back to the backlog of this month because I was confused. Because it was just like a blogger. He was like a blogger smoking a black and just like, what the fuck? I go back and this is a fucking woman. I thought it was a young dude, like a 20-year-old boy, like little chubby, whatever the fuck like that, little dreads and shit like that. This was like a 40 or 36-year-old woman. she had been taking testosterone or whatever the fuck to make her voice sound like a fucking dude. And it, over the course of like some months, like she did the operation. Katrina said they did the operation like that, where you cut your titty out because if you got breast cancer, instead of going through chemo and shit like that, you can just cut the titty off. And I didn't know that. So that's a very easy way to fucking, you know what I'm saying? Why not do that shit? But I guess, you know, whatever. But it's like you go through all this shit, like the transformation, you know, my insurance cleared, and insurance did not cover the procedure, so I gotta, you know, pay all that money. You for a trans woman, you gonna have to, you know, like I said, fillet your dick, do the titty implants, whatever shit they gotta do to your voice, do face fucking surgery so that you can have softer features or whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Plastic surgery, probably do the ass shots and shit like that. That's why I question, shout out to DJ, he pointed it out to me. Any nigga out this bitch that just going for a whole, any nigga that finds that stupid big ass, stupid big titty, makeup and weave shit attractive, like I'm talking about this overly big shit, any nigga that finds this shit attractive is probably fucking homosexual. Like it's like that, and that was on. They did that shit on purpose. They did it on purpose because to turn niggas around to try to look at them trans motherfuckers. That's what the fuck they doing. They're going through them fucking surgeries. If all you're looking for is big titty, big ass, why the fuck wouldn't you fuck? Like, that's all the fuck they have. And also, like I've told you, if all you give a fuck about is her body and don't give a fuck about her mind, I feel like you're a pedophile. But you go through all that shit to date women? Shut the fuck up. I hate when folks do that shit. They state it like it's, shit. Some people don't, you know, some people don't work for the money. Some people don't work fast food for the money. You know, some people just work as volunteers because they want to help out. It's like, even if that is true, the fucking percentage is so fucking small. I don't even know how you could muster up the fucking confidence to say that shit. Are you serious? But like that's the same shit with homegirl, the baby mama bitch. I was talking when she was talking about some bitches get cheated on by good Christian men. They got a job. The quote unquote lame niggas. Them niggas that cheat on you too, and then you get dead wrong. Who fault is it then? It's like, bitch, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. That shit happens so motherfucking rarely that I can't even believe you had the confidence to say the shit. But like the fuck, like, come on with that dumb ass shit, man. If you turn into a fucking trans woman, you're trying to find a fucking dude.
I know what's wrong with me not caring. Meaning, like, I don't care what you identify as. I don't care who you sleep with. Like, I don't have a problem with it. Like, you're a human being.
And that's the piece. When you say the intention versus impact, when you say I don't care, it's almost like when I hate to say it, when white people be like, I don't see race.
Right.
And it's like, is the
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. How is that the same? I don't care what you do in the fucking bedroom. Do your thing. I'm on my life. I want a real woman. I don't care how close you think you come to a real woman. I'm not with it. I don't want anything man-made. Nothing man-made. Shout out to Tristan. Tristan said this. a long time when I think I've told y'all this. I'm sure I have. And I don't know why this. Like this is back in the Y days when Tristan had like ups like a motherfucker. But he said this. He said, anything man-made will. I will never forget that he said that. Anything man-made will fuck you over. I wasn't into the streets then or nothing. I was a hooper. But he said that, and that, you know, some shit just stick in your head and you don't know why. And it's so fucking true. You know what I'm saying? It's not the, as far as if we talking about, you know, physical pain, like, nigga, it ain't, well, nigga, weed withdrawals ain't got shit on pill withdrawals. You know what I'm saying? Shit on that. Like, if you withdrawn from weed and you withdrawn from fucking Oxycontin, that's two different fucking people. Shit. You put one in the front and one in the back and see who you laugh at the most in fucking 72 hours. Both of them, 72 hours without weed, without Oxycontin. They both been popping them all. Both of them been doing the drug for 6 months. Shit. Hey, you tripping. But I don't want nothing man-made. I want the real thing. I find female, I find the femininity aspect attractive. The mature female, I find that attractive. Meaning that I can look at a female that is, you know, the hoes in the strip club. She might be 19, 20 and shit like that. Fuck around like South Park Mexican. He fucked the stripper and shit like that. I think he got the stripper pregnant. Turned out that motherfucker was 13. Makeup. But like I said, that's where requiring something more from a female than just, you know, ass and titties, because we're getting to that age where the women we date will have teenage daughters, as you just saw with what's my man named Sean Williams at Bedford High School in Ohio. He just got, I think he got 5 years. No, he actually got a double pancake. I think they gave him 5 and 5 running wild, nigga. Them motherfuckers, like, you know what I'm saying, on top of each other. Then they got fucking with that war. But you cannot just, you know what I'm saying, like, you gotta require some more, because if you will fall for that ass and titties, you're gonna have a hard time out here. You're gonna end up a sex offender, because we coming up on that age, my nigga. Shit. If you grew up on all that in Comic View, nigga, shit. We coming up on that age where these motherfuckers is gonna have 16-year-old fucking daughters, and if you a street nigga or a nothing ass nigga, you gonna be in the house while she at work, and the daughter gonna come home from school and shit like that, and that daughter gonna be hot as fuck in the pants. So you need to have something up here. But obviously, if you just a nigga like that, nothing ass nigga, you're not gonna have nothing up there. You don't require shit. So, like I said, it's a lot, man. It's a lot. Controlling your sexual urges, your sexual energy, or being a slave to your sexual energy is pretty much going to determine how far you get in life, because it is the dick, once again, that if you think about it, that really kind of carved, like that was your, you know what I'm saying, that was the head that led, you know what I'm saying, the body. That was the head that led the body. You think back to times where if you would have had control of it, like the hoes you was fucking, the hoes you fucked just because of the dick, like because you followed the dick, and like you just let him think, let the dick think for your brain and shit like that, and you end up and I mean like let him think. The dick is the one who thinking when you hear that voice like I ain't pulling out. It ain't even a fucking. It's not even a fucking voice. It's just you feel it like I'm not pulling out. That's not, you know what I'm saying? That is, you know what I'm saying? Him. It's not you. It's him. And you've been in a lot of situations where if you wouldn't have, you know what I'm saying? If you would have had control over your sexual urges, you would be further in life. You gave time, a lot of time, to females that you shouldn't have because of him. We'll call him Dick Cheney. Dick Cheney got you in a lot of fucking trouble. And he put you in situations that took, like, Dick Cheney, you know, shit, that nigga didn't. He could be the reason why you caught your murder charge, assault charge. Like you didn't come on, my nigga. So at the end of the day, we gotta have control over Dick Cheney. We have to have control over ourselves. If we're a slave to Dick Cheney, then we are pretty much fish in a fucking bucket. We're not going no fucking well. Also, if your Dick Cheney, cause this, I don't know, this dick, it just, I don't know, I just, they ain't really, even pussy, like, that's not really my vocabulary like that, like, ooh, let me get some of that pussy, baby, let me get some of that pussy, let me get a little piece of that pussy. That ain't my vocabulary. Come on, suck that dick, bitch, come on, suck that dick, come on, get some of that dick, bitch. That's not my that's not really my, you know what I'm saying, I don't know, like, I used to try to soften up the word pussy by saying palsy. That pause, like if I had to say it, whatever. I don't know, just you know, whatever. But if you a slave, dog, you know they said D'Angelo was fucking with trainers too. It's like, to be honest though, dog, let me say this too. And like I said, I know this shit ain't probably, this probably ain't, you know, what it is, but I don't give a fuck. I've always said this shit, dog. Being, I don't know, maybe, you know, the issue, dog, is that, you know, what's supposed to happen is, once you get to a certain size, you get to a certain plateau and shit like that, and you can't say certain shit, whatever. But let me say this: a lot of homosexual people, a lot of people who like transgenders, in the beginning, when they don't know what the fuck it is in there before they come out the closet, it's a guilty pleasure. They know that it's wrong. They know that it's wrong. If they didn't know that if it was at all, it would, the fuck. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be shit to it. But you have to have a whole process when you're doing that. And they can, you know, say that's the world and society, whatever. But until they come out, it is a guilty pleasure, and they feel guilty for you know, all that good shit. After they bust, they come to some niggas, you know, like Mr. C and all them motherfuckers. I'm sure after they did it, they'll got me again. I ain't never doing that shit again. Just like with us, when we, you know what I'm saying, nut and whatever, or with a bitch that we not supposed to be fucking with, Stupid bitch. You know what I'm saying? Fuck with that hoe no more. You come to your senses after you bust. But as far as, so I guess you can put them niggas fucking with bitches, niggas fucking with, cause some niggas fuck with retarded hoes. But I don't think they feel no remorse for that shit. Fucking your homeboy girl. Fucking your homeboy girl. Fucking your homeboy wife. Fucking transgenders and being homosexual, so fucking dudes and shit like that. And I guess maybe to a certain extent lesbians, but I don't think lesbians go through that. It's like, because lesbianism is just, it's whatever. But all of that shit is the same feeling that a pedophile would have. Like, it's the same shit. It's a guilty pleasure. It's the same thing. And I've always made that connection. What is it? Sexual deviant. That I'm sure that's a fucking sexual deviant. Sexual deviancy. Like, what you're doing sexually is like, it's forbidden. And that's why you would, that's how you spice up the bedroom. Like, if you can, that's why people do role play and shit like that. That's why the white dudes, whatever the fuck it's called, when you watch somebody, usually a black dude, fuck your wife, they do that shit. That's why they do swingers. That's always gonna be the best sex. There's a sex that you're not supposed to have. Like I said, fucking your homeboy wife, fucking your brother's wife, fucking your daddy wife, you know, whatever the fuck it is, it has to be the same feeling that pedophiles. And you know what I said, dog? I said this because I guess years ago I was watching, because I just got done with another binge watching of Chris Hansen. I get in that mode sometimes because I try to understand how in the fuck these motherfuckers get. There's no time for them. There's no time. But I'm a felon because of weed. I might have to take that part out. But you'll get a charge for weed that is longer than the sentence you get for going to meet a little boy, a little 12-year-old girl. And with that right there, it showed like how much. Because most of them motherfuckers on that show, and motherfuckers coming all that bullshit about, it's just more fucking black fucking pedophiles than this white ones. Like, dog, they had a fucking show to catch a predator, and we saw what the fuck it was. Even though, yes, they're all black predators, I just think they're black predators, pedophiles and shit like that. Like, they ain't fuck with the internet. Like, it's like, nigga, are you serious? Nigga, you can't be serious. But obviously it is. So that's not the issue here. The issue here is it's sexual deviancy. The bitch that you're not supposed to fuck is the bitch that you gon' like. That's the hoe that you probably gonna keep on fucking because it's just that adrenaline. Like, I know I'm doing some forbidden shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like you're attracted to her, and you should not be attracted to a fucking child. And that's a problem with nothing ass bitches. I don't like to hear suspected nothing ass bitches talk. It's like child babble. You listen to some of these nothing ass bitches get mad like they finna fight and shit like that, and they sound like fucking 12-year-old children trying to learn how to cuss, trying to, you know, be just it's just annoying as fuck. Like, come the fuck on. Like, how in the fuck, like, after this motherfucker speaks, can't say certain words, or she's talking about fire trucks and Barbies and you know, children shit. How in the fuck, like, you should go. There's no way that your dick should even be able to get up. But it's just a lot of you niggas have to get it how you live. You can't worry about what she look like. You can't worry about what she think like. You gotta get whatever the fuck you can get, and that's the motherfucking that's the motherfucker that you gotta worry about. The motherfucking nigga who can't get no hoes and shit like that. That nigga he gonna take whatever the fuck he can. Not the nigga who chooses. I'm not. I always put on myself, but not the nigga who. Even though I've seen some and that's crazy as fuck, and that's like you niggas. I hate that you niggas. A lot of you niggas even look anything like me, or being represented anywhere near, with me, because it's, to be honest, it shouldn't be no street niggas doing no pedophile shit. Like, as a street nigga, like, it kind of come with it. Like, you gonna have hoes, but a lot of you niggas run. I'm not finna get in there, but that's the whole thing. At the end of the day, nobody cares. Nigga don't give a fuck. I don't know how y'all feel about that whole situation, but a nigga don't give a fuck, and we should be able. It's like you don't want to be persecuted, but you don't want to be over. Like, if I do not care, let's see what that timestamp was anyway. 30:14. If I say I accept you as a U.S. citizen, I'm not really, whatever. Like, man, let me get a number 5. If you work at the gas station, let me get a 10 on 6. Appreciate it. Be blessed. You did not identify. You didn't acknowledge that I'm a transgender and I'm post-op. I don't acknowledge anybody who work at this gas station. I just kind of get my gas, get my incense, and I leave. I didn't know that I was obligated to fucking acknowledge you. The fuck? You wait my table. I go to Olive Garden, you wait my fucking table, and I pay with a $5 tip, and it's like, you didn't fucking acknowledge I'm a fucking I'm pre-op transgender. If I was straight, then you would give me a $30 tip. What the fuck? Hold on, man. Y'all, like, nah, it's starting to become like you starting to use this shit too heavy now. Hold on, man. I ain't saying it out the way to you. Honestly, it's been times when I maybe have walked past a group of people and they, a group of girls, and maybe they started snickering. Walked by a group of guys, and I was, a little bit uneasy or whatever the fuck like that. People talk about people no matter what the fuck you are.